This is actually a great question. Why do we always show these robotic lawnmowers on grass that's already been cut? Well, that's simple. First of all, let me set down this beautiful bouquet of flowers. When we are using these robotic lawnmowers, we're seeking to act like a super high grade landscaper, and we want the best quality cut. In order for us to accomplish that, we don't want to send the yard into shock. Shock happens when you whack a third of it off, typically every 7 days, the way traditional lawn care happens. Nothing against anybody, but if you talk to a high grade landscaper or a golf course superintendent, they'll let you know that by taking smaller clippings and cutting the grass 2, 3, or more times a week, you can lead to a dark, lush green grass, a healthier grass with deeper roots without ever sending it into shock. If you guys want to see shock, just drive down the road and you're going to see yards that are a lighter color. Why? Because they were cut 2 days earlier. They just need a few days, a little bit of moisture, and they come right back to health. Beyond that, when you see one of those yards and it kind of looks a little bit choppy because of one of these robotic lawnmowers, it's because the customer doesn't understand how to actually properly manage the system. Personally, I like to run my mowers 5 days a week, wide open, 24 hours a day. Then I turn on some features that allow the mower to choose its own schedule. It looks at the local weather and it looks at the calendar. We cut grass more often in springtime, and then we reduce the schedule during fall as it dries out a little bit more. So the algorithms are extremely complex, and typically when you have a new customer, they think they need to turn it on and then turn it off and then turn it on and then turn it off. And the reality is they don't need to do anything at all. If somebody has a bad looking yard with one of these mowers, it's either because they don't manage it correctly or they just don't care. How do I know that? Well, golf courses are using them now. So are the Red Sox, so are the Dodgers, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Queen of England. They are catching on. In fact, the #1 commercial grade unit that we sell, it's sold out. Not out of my company, out of the whole country. We had to call in reserves. We had to fire up the factory and bring in new shipments along the shoreline and unload. It was wild. Nobody saw that one coming. I didn't see that one coming, but any which way. Love you guys. Keep following. Isn't that cool bouquet?